There is a ton we don't know about the ocean. It's a big, mysterious place that's right under our noses. And recently, it turned up an enormous discovery. A giant squid living in its natural habitat. We're going to show you the process of how a women-run not-for-profit organization acquired the necessary recognition and federal funding through grants to make this happen. And just like the ocean is very mysterious for many of you, so is the process of acquiring federal contracts and grants. There's a ton you don't know about the processes and procedures for acquiring these types of grants and contracts. We're about to dive in deep to uncover how you can find your giant squid, metaphorically speaking. If you're ready to get paid to do what you love, then welcome to the Federal Insider Live. Welcome to the Federal Insider Live, where we look at all angles of winning money from the federal government, so you can break in with your business or organization. Today, we're going to tell the story about how an organization in Florida did just that. The Oceanic Research and Conservation Association, Inc., also known as Team ORCA, recently took the video off of the New Orleans coast of the Gulf of Mexico and New Orleans, and it wasn't the first time the squid was captured in its natural habitat on video. But it was the second time, and both times Team ORCA was behind the camera lens. The first giant squid that was captured on video was estimated to be as long as a 2-story house is tall. The second giant squid was comparable in length and was found in the Gulf of Mexico. Can you imagine something that big and that close to our shore has gone undetected for so long? It kind of gives you an idea of how vast our ocean is. And this vastness is precisely why Edie Widder, the CEO of Oceanic Research and Conservation Association, is driven to do her work. She believes that people will protect what they understand, and she believes for good reason that protecting the ocean is paramount. So how can you take your passion and make it real like she did? Well, part of it is just to have the skill and knowledge and know that what you can bring to the table in whatever field you're working. And part of it will be the strategy and knowledge to what it takes to win federal contracts and grants. Luckily for you, you don't have to be an expert in both things. If you have your passion and have assembled your nonprofit business, you can work with a third-party registration firm, like us, to help you be eligible for these opportunities by being registered in a system for award management. And we'll also help you with the strategy and knowledge part too, by providing comprehensive training on how to bid and win federal contracts and grants. For example, let me show you one critical step that can get you started immediately, and that is on finding opportunities. Let's get to today's procurement pulse. Now, since we're talking about grants and contracts today, we're going to use grants.gov as well as the Advanced Procurement Portal to show you opportunities from National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association. We can type in the National Oceanic Atmospheric Association, NOAA, there we are, awesome. And then we click on the green Apply Filters button. What it's gonna do is then search for contracts related with NOAA that are in order of most recent on the list. Okay, so we're in the modification and amendment instead. So in the modification or amendment, so this one is for a operations, maintenance, and facility support. It's through NOAA out of their Eastern Acquisition Division of Norfolk. All right, and what's great about this one, since it is a modification or amendment, it's actually modified of the original solicitation that, if you can see on the right, was posted back on, looks like yesterday, August 1st. So the response date isn't until August 16th. So if you wanted details on the actual solicitation, you have to click on the Combined Synopsis Solicitation link on the right-hand side in the timeline. Yep, so we'll click right in there, and then you can find an actual description of what they're looking to do. If you scroll down, there should be some attached documents related. Just keep scrolling a little bit farther down. You should be able to see attached documents actually letting you know a little bit more about the work. So always check the attached documents and files on a solicitation to find out a little bit more about what they're looking for. But since APP is currently not searching for grants, you also have to go on grants.gov if you're looking for more than just contracts. So if we go to grants.gov, you can see that. But if you're more super focused on what agency you're trying to target, like again, NOAA or the National Science Foundation, always go directly to their website to be able to find procurement and grant opportunities. So since grants.gov is kind of an eyesore, let's go to NOAA's website here and see what opportunities we can find. So this is actually interesting. So I've mentioned many times that the government is constantly changing, and it seems actually as of yesterday, NOAA actually changed their acquisition and grants office site to a new site. So let's take a look and see what's been changed. Wow, this definitely looks different. So as the government's getting a facelift, you can see that you can go straight on their site to find opportunities in all different categories that they have listed on the left. If you scroll down, they have links that take you out to FedBizOps, to SAM, to grants.gov, and a lot of other great information on federal contracts. So contracting is always changing. And again, in addition, you can also find archived opportunities on grants.gov. You can find that on APP. You can find it on a lot of different sites. But if you wanted to know a little bit more about how to actually search for federal contracts, then you can go ahead and jump on one of my bid training lessons where I'm going to explain exactly how grants.gov works. And if you're interested in how bid training works, then you can just send us an email here. So you can always contact us at federalinsider@usfcrgov.com. That way we can explain to you how to take your business to the next level. And speaking of next level, we have contractors that have already started doing that, which takes us to our next segment of Guess Who Won? Woo! Which we always like to feature a vendor who has recently won a contractor grant on the Federal Insider Live to show you that the opportunity is real. And so today, sticking with the storyline of the giant squid discovery, let's look at how Team ORCA took the journey to securing federal funding to pursue this amazing research that led to the giant squid reveal. And that's going to be today's Guess Who Won? Yep, giant squids. The organization first tested a new type of camera that is quieter and darker than most submersible cameras with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration in 2004. The camera is called MEDUSA. Yeah. Long story short, within 2 minutes of turning MEDUSA on, the team took video of a previously unknown type of organism. And wow, that initial usage with the government couldn't have gone any better for them. I know from my experience training businesses for government contracting that when you start off strong with the government, almost always it leads to more opportunity. And guess what? That's exactly what happened next for this company. MEDUSA received some additional funding from the National Science Foundation, which you can kind of see from that tattoo the machine wears. And in 2012, while on an expedition in Japan, their technology once again delivered 100% on its mission and captured the first video ever recorded of a giant squid in its natural habitat. And to make matters even better, this led to some incredible recognition from the Discovery Channel and Japanese television network NHK. At this point, Team ORCA are like superstars in the oceanic exploration world, like Jacques Cousteau in the days of old. Who wouldn't want to have, a team like Team ORCA? When you could get to this level, you know you're doing good. And as a result, NOAA, which is a sub-agency for the Department of Commerce, must have been thrilled with Team ORCA when they came back to them for additional funding to do the exploration in the Gulf of Mexico. This exploration ended up being called the Journey to Midnight, and it just wrapped up in July of 2019. But before wrapping up, well, you know what happens next. During the trip, when MEDUSA went down, they took footage of the second giant squid. And this time, the video was captured about 250 miles west of St. Petersburg, Florida. Yep, that's right, in our backyard, or back ocean. If you don't know, USFCR in the studio we broadcast from right now is actually based out of St. Petersburg, Florida, which sometimes makes me a little scared to get back in the Gulf waters. But then again, with the recent reports of flesh-eating bacteria, that's way more real for me. And actually, to be fair, the giant squid isn't that bad. They're not monsters, they make really great calamari, and they're reclusive sea creatures that live in the dark and just want to eat jellyfish and have some peace and quiet. The only time we've ever seen these creatures in the past is when they wash up on shore dead, which is usually because of mismanagement of our ocean. Not sad. And getting back to my point about doing what you love, that is what drives Team ORCA forward in doing their work. Can you imagine getting paid to do what you love? In a previous episode of Federal Insider Live, I asked you to find your beach by being ready for whatever comes your way federally. Now that you're on your beach, I'm going to ask you to leave the shoreline behind and find your giant squid. This will require you to get recognized and find your passion, and then take the steps necessary to finding those opportunities by using the portals online, such as Advanced Procurement Portal, or FBO, or grants.gov, or whatever other site that you use. The government posts all their opportunities online for full and open competition, or at least for justification on why they're going to seek out one source for their purchase. But in general, everyone has a shot. And small businesses, or woman-owned small business in the case of Oceanic Research and Conservation Association, have another special advantage through our government set-aside programs. If you want to find out more about how you could get an advantage like this through set-asides, please reach out to one of our acquisition specialists on my team who can help you understand the qualifications and where your organization or business fits in. Be sure when you call them, talk to them about the Simplified Acquisition Program. That's going to help out. Now, before I go for this week, I want to show you one of the businesses who did let us, be on their team and help them to get ready for federal contracts and grants. And sticking with the aquatic theme today, we're going to feature a vendor called Architeuthis Oceans, an aquarium store and service dedicated to perfection for their clients. Based out of Las Vegas, Architeuthis Oceans is a company that provides tank maintenance and will even deliver fish right to your door. And if you're in the local area, that's a great thing. Yes, even the government needs perfect fish tanks. They might not win a NOAA contract, but they have their targets set on their first award, and we're happy to get them there. Architeuthis Oceans is on our roster of a verified vendor with the support of acquisition specialist Bobby Davis. Which actually, while we're on the topic of Bobby Davis, I'm going to go off script for just a little bit. Is that okay?
That's good.
Okay, sweet. Because Bobby actually informed me earlier that he's currently building a relationship with a company that provides environmental data management systems and support. And they've already won contracts with the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, and the Federal Aviation Administration. And it sounds like they're probably going to be able to win some contracts or grants with NOAA in the future. So thanks, Bobby, for everything you do, and keep bringing awesome vendors like that to the federal marketplace, because we don't have enough of them. We need more. There's so much opportunity here. And there you have it. It's another jam-packed Federal Insider Live where we start with giant squids and end up talking about aquarium stores in Las Vegas. You never know what you're going to get on this show, but that's what you get from a company here who's worked with 60,000 businesses and completed over 100,000 compliant SAM registrations. We literally work with businesses of all types and sizes from every state and pretty much every country around the world. And I'd love to have you join us in this elite group so you can start winning contracts for your business. USFCR doesn't take any of your contract award money, and we only charge a nominal fee for doing your registration, which, if you really kind of count it out, it's literally less than the price of buying a coffee every day. And then we offer training and certification for those who want to, take an investment to the next level. So I'd be happy to share all of this with you so you can find your beach and now find your giant squid. And if you've had fun watching this and you learned something, or maybe you just like the sound of my voice, or heck, if we nailed it on all three things, please go ahead, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. We work really hard to bring you this content, and we want to be able to get some input on your ideas or topics that you want to hear about on future episodes. So please let us know on what you want to hear about soon and drop it in the comments. These videos are tailored for you, so you can find angles to win government contracts. So my name's Anna Rose. See you next time. This has been the Federal Insider Live. Bye.